Today, we are getting into one of the biggest mysteries out there. What is actually going on in our cat's head when we talk to them? Let's get right into what's happening behind those incredible, mysterious eyes. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You're telling them all about your day, maybe even a secret. And what do you get back? Just that stare. Those wide, unblinking eyes. But what if that stare isn't empty? What if it's actually the sign of a much, much deeper conversation that's happening? And this is the big idea we're going to unpack today. Your cat isn't processing your vocabulary. They're not running your words through a dictionary in their head. They are processing your entire emotional world. They're not listening to what you say. They are listening to how you feel.
So let's start right there with that stare. That quiet, steady gaze is actually where our entire investigation begins. It is the key, the absolute key to understanding their unique way of hearing the world.
Okay, so this is where things get really fascinating. When we speak, our brains are just busy decoding words, grammar, and logic. But a cat's brain? It's tuned to a completely different frequency. They're hearing the rhythm of your speech, the vibration of your voice in your chest, and this is the most important part, the melody of your mood.
There's actually a scientific word for this. It's prosody. It's basically the music behind our words. It's why you can whisper total nonsense in a sweet voice and your cat will come purring. But if you say, "I love you" in a flat, angry tone, yeah, they're probably going to keep their distance. They are absolute experts in the language of feeling.
And they hear this emotional music with just incredible precision. Get this, a cat's hearing can reach up to 64,000 hertz. That is nearly 3 times what a human can hear. It means they pick up on every little crackle, every tiny whisper, every subtle shift in your breath. So when you speak, they don't just hear you, they totally absorb you.
So now let's see how this incredible hearing actually builds into a really deep emotional intelligence. Because this isn't just about sound, it's about how that sound gets interpreted as real feeling.
I mean, this just puts it perfectly, doesn't it? Your voice literally creates the emotional atmosphere of your home. They don't need to understand the dictionary definition of angry to feel a storm brewing in your tone. And they don't need to know what calm means to just bask in the clear skies of a gentle voice.
But you know what? It gets even deeper than that. This incredible ability to hear emotion isn't just some fleeting experience. It becomes a core part of their memory, and it builds the foundation of your entire relationship.
You see, cats have what's called a powerful associative memory. And this means they don't just live in the moment, they store the moments that matter. They're building a library in their mind, connecting specific sounds and feelings with real experiences, especially those that have to do with safety and comfort.
So here's how it works. Every single time you speak with a consistent, caring tone, you're laying down another thread in their memory. They start to associate that very specific sound feeling of your voice with safety, and over time, all those threads weave together into this beautiful tapestry of comfort. And your voice, your unique sound, literally becomes the signal for home.
And hey, this isn't just some nice idea, it's actually backed by science. In studies, when cats heard recordings of voices they didn't know, they pretty much just ignored them. But the moment they heard their owner's voice, they consistently turned towards the sound. They know your emotional pattern, they know you.
Now, so far this has all been about how they listen to us. But what about how they answer? Because, they are answering, just maybe not in the way we expect.
Learning to understand them really means learning to see these silent answers. That slow blink? It isn't boredom. It's a huge sign of trust. The headbutt isn't just them being cute. It's them marking you as part of their family, their tribe. And that little soft trill sound? That's them trying to literally match your calm energy. And their quiet presence? Well, that's them saying, "I see you, and I'm here with you."
You know, in a way, they're like these little emotional mirrors. They often reflect our own energy right back at us. If your home is full of stress and chaos, they'll probably be anxious and hide. But if you are calm and gentle, you'll see them soften and relax right along with you. They are just these finely tuned barometers of our own inner world.
And that brings us to what I think is the most profound part of this whole thing. The deepest, most meaningful conversations we have with our cats, they happen without a single sound ever being made.
This right here, this might be the most important thing to understand. For a cat, love isn't about big gestures or constant chatter. It's about simply being there. It's sharing a space quietly, without asking for anything in return. That is the absolute peak of connection in their world.
So, the next time your cat quietly follows you into another room, or just settles down near you while you're working, try to recognize it for what it is. It is not an absence of interaction. It is the interaction. It's a whole conversation, a quiet declaration that just says, I am with you. You are my home.
And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. Think about those quiet moments. That shared glance from across the room, the gentle purr when you were having a tough time, the simple act of them just being there. What was really being said in that silence? Thank you for joining me for this explainer.